1 second.
C'è nessuno.
Sì.
Fra. C'è nessuno. Io sono tirato dritto, ho detto che in conferenza stampa non c'è nessuno qua.
Okay, good evening, folks. This is the start of the press conference for Serbia, Italy. Serbia winning this quarterfinal 83-67. They will advance to the semifinals to face Russia. Luigi Datome and Ettore Messina have joined us. And before we start, can I please remind you this will be in English? And also please make sure your mobile phones are switched off or on mute. Gigi, if you could just give us a comment, please.
Good evening, everybody. Of course, very disappointed to go home. We had some game plan to take away from them, and we couldn't do it on the court, especially on the boards. We suffered a lot, but I'm very proud of my teammates. One more time, of course, I'm very disappointed to go on for the third time after quarterfinal. But I think on the court, the opponents one more time they deserved. I'm happy that we could compete. I think we competed all the games. I think we played the chin up against everybody, better teams, everybody. Nothing. So I want to thank my teammates for the effort, for a lot of work we did together, coaching staff, everybody who worked with us to be here today. It was a long journey. Again, we go home without real results, but I think the journey was good, and we can be proud of our work. End of the day, you don't win every time. We would like to, and I'm the first that I'm very disappointed with myself, first of all, because I'm supposed to be better if we wanted to do something with this team. But one more time, I'm very proud of my teammates for how we fought and how we wore this jersey through all these months.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any questions for Luigi Datome? If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. If not, okay, thanks very much, Luigi.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Okay, Coach Messina, if you could give us a comment, please.
I think the rebounding statistics says all the game. 44-19. It was pretty obvious we struggled under the board. We struggled defending inside the paint, and of course they used their weapons. We tried to hide our weaknesses, but we couldn't do it. So as Gigi said, was a great summer for us. We had a lot of changes, a lot of problems, but we made the final 8. We always played with heart and desire, and I can be nothing more than nothing less than thankful to my players for the effort they put.
Okay, thanks very much, Coach Messina. If you have a question for the coach, please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone. Are there any questions? No? Okay, thanks very much, Coach. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Ses makinesinin önünde IT'den kaçtı. çağırayım da yapayım mı? Maç var.
Konferansları gelecek mi belli mi?
Ne maçı değil mi?
Ha?
Bence de boktan gelir. İnşallah izlemiyor.
Dans ederken falan var orada.
Benim orada böyle dans ettiğim videolar var.
İzlenebiliyor muyuz yani?
Evet. Ya canlı yayından sonra normal filmde izleyebiliyoruz.
Kesmeden atıyorlar.
Evet. Rezalet. Gerçekten.
Dans ederken konuşuyoruz. Yardım ettiğimiz konuşmasını değiştirdiğim için. Ben ona bakacağım. Bu mikrofon sesi de niye gidiyorsun? Farklı böyle değil mi bu mikrofon sesi? Bunlar ışını
Böyle bir çılgınlık yapmaz diyor.
bence buradan gelecek ya.
Sonradan gelecek mi? Gelecekse gelsin ama.
Hala söylemedin mi?
Valla büyük ihtimal boktan gelecek. Sonra öyle diyorum. 12 numara. Kim? Dragan kimmiş? Kimmiş? Dragan bir Dragan'ı yapmak. Boktan önce büyük ihtimal kendine sayacaklar. Arkadaşlar soru sormazsanız çok sevinirim. Çok komikti ya. Yarı finaliste soru sormayacakmışsınız falan. Rusya tam bir keko.
Okay, we're going to resume the press conference. Just as a reminder, make sure you please keep your mobile phone on silent. Dragan Milosavljevic and Coach Alexander Djordjevic have joined us. Dragan, if you could just give us a comment, please, after tonight's game.
Hi, everybody. It was a big win for us, great game. We played 40 minutes, strong defense with a lot of energy and fight. We had a lot of offensive rebounds, maybe that gave us some advantage. And it was really a big win. We got to turn to the next game. We play against Russia. We know them very well, and they won against us in the group, so we got to be ready for this game.
Okay, do we have any questions for Dragan? And the any questions for the player? If not, okay. Thanks very much, Dragan. Okay, Coach.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening again from my side. It is maybe in this championship the most solid defensive game that we played till now, and this is the thing that we worked on and we get our strength for. They were extremely focused, our players, my players, and they were. I really congratulate them on the physical effort above all, but even on the intelligence that they played every single possession. We had power in the eyes. We were ready for every single offense that Italians could have put on the floor. We knew that they are great shooters, and we did a great job on their best players, Bellinelli and Datome. I'm really extremely proud of my team, of my guys. Extremely proud, but we have a tough opponent in the semifinals. Russia is a great team. They beat us. It was a deserved win for them, and I believe we can get ready in a couple of days and put something on the floor that we have in our hearts.
Okay, thank you. If you have a question in English, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Right here. Igor in the front row.
Igor Churkovic with the official website. Coach, after the first game against Russia, if I'm not mistaken, you said about Bogdan Bogdanovic's game that he doesn't have to do it all by himself. Will that be the biggest difference coming into the game against Russia?
Well, that was maybe a common mistake that one player of his greatness and youth, on the other hand, can make in games like that. We had a talk, he understood it, and he changed the way of playing. It is obvious because the game after that he had 9 assists, I believe it was against Turkey. So this is something that in his IQ stays. He's an extremely talented kid, the guy who practiced the most of all, and he loves the game. So he's just getting more mature and more mature, and this is something that makes me extremely proud and happy.
Okay, thank you. Are there any more questions in English? Okay. Sorry, did you raise your hand? No? Okay. Oh, sorry, Josh Davis. Sorry.
Coach, Vladimir Lucic, we haven't talked about him too much in the press conferences. Obviously, we've called all your games. He's stood out, especially on defense. But he can shoot, he can do everything. Do you kind of define his role and tell him to focus on the defense, or do you want him to be more aggressive on offense ever? Kind of how do you prepare him?
He's one of the players that can read the game extremely well, and he's not obsessed with his points. He have that in his arsenal. He has a talent, but he grew in a winning team, and he knows what. And he kept going during his career, always in the teams that were about winning together, so he knows what to do and what to put on the floor. Sometimes less is more. He does not want to show off everything he has, but he's doing extremely well in this championship and in the preseason, in the preparation, and all the things we have. He came in best shape of them all. Maybe it's normal because he's my player in Bayern Munich, so he knew what to expect, and he's really taking his game to another level. I'm extremely happy for him because this is his first championship. This is his first time with the national team ever, and he achieved together with us this little goal that we just achieved. So for next couple of years, he's still in Bayern, so I'm gonna, kick his ass every day. It'll be even better.
Okay. Are there any more questions in English? If not, this will cease the English portion of the news conference. Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.